I'm Kaitlyn Rosas with the Paisano. On August 9th, President Amy released an email addressing the recent controversy involving the Come and Take It flag, a fan-favorite fourth-quarter tradition of the football games and a staple symbol of Roadrunner athletics. During the grand opening at the brand-new Roadrunner Athletic Center of Excellence on August 4th. In an email sent to the UTSA community, Amy states how this tradition has become a distraction from their mission of excelling as a thriving Hispanic-serving institution. Shortly after their initial email detailing the attention to the controversy, an email was sent out on September 7th, sharing the decision to ultimately eliminate the tradition as a whole. The Come and Take It fourth quarter fight call was short-lived. Despite the university's 52-year-old history in the city of San Antonio, the withdrawal of the flag came 5 years after its initial introduction in 2016. The decision has since caused controversy in the UTSA and San Antonio community. Some express concern about the neglect of recognizing deep San Antonio history, while others believe this is the right step in the direction of acknowledging the appropriate disinvolvement in outdated Texas history. Today, the Paisano interviews students, asking their input on the recent withdrawal of the fairly new tradition and what they believe will be a great replacement in its place.
Really that happy with it, to be honest, that they took it out, because I really liked having the Come and Take It as a pride of being in Texas. I can see why people could think it's like a racist term, but I don't see it that way. I just see it like as a prideful event in Texas.
No, I think it's whatever the president decides. I'm sure that it's not just only his sole decision. I'm sure there was a lot of input behind the decision, and as an employee for UTSA, I totally am understanding and I respect all ideas and all beliefs, and I personally don't have a very big, strong opinion about it. However, I see both sides, and I can see where one side is maybe upset about it, where another side is totally cool with the decision to go to take down or remove that saying.
I guess I understand why people are wanting it to be taken down and wanting it to be, moved, but I didn't really find it necessary.
Traditions are important, they're important for morale, they're important for people that used to go to UTSA, and then, people like future students aren't gonna really understand the importance of those traditions if we get rid of them.
I mean, I don't really see why it was taken away. I don't know why, really, but I don't have anything against the flag. That was kind of a cool tradition.
Like, for them to just take it away like that kind of makes me a little upset, but I mean, if there's other groups that are using it negatively, I understand.
I'm not a history major, but I mean, I think that it's, a pretty old and integral part of our San Antonio kind of Texas culture. So, I mean, I don't know what the premise is for them taking it down or not using it.
From what little I heard about it, it sounded like some bad groups started using the logo and the associated commentary from it, and it just doesn't feel like we should be using that. I know a lot of people are upset because it's tradition, but it's only been a tradition since 2016, so it's not really that big a deal to me, at least.
I would say I wasn't really upset about it. I feel like the Come and Take It flag is kind of outdated a little bit. So especially the history behind it. If you were to kind of try to use that representation still, it would kind of represent a lot of what was really first happening in Texas when Texas tried to become independent from Mexico. And so now the UTSA not using the flag is kind of I feel like we're better off without it, because it's kind of moving on. Yeah, that was a part of history, but that doesn't mean we have to keep holding on to that.
Plenty of stuff we could figure out. I love our birds up. That's my favorite, at least.
I don't know, I'm big on tradition, so I think sticking with it would be a good idea, just simply because it's part of our history,
Or using the 210 triangle of toughness or something like that. I think that's kind of cool replacement, I guess, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I mean, you can't replace a tradition that big.
Get it, or we always are birds up, bird's gonna do what bird's gonna do, but I go get it, that's what we're all about,
So ties to the Alamo or something, just Texas independence, something like that.
Something about the Alamo, something to do with San Antonio, maybe, I don't know, something with like blue bonnets and anything with Texas culture, kind of to bring that out. I think it's pretty important, mostly just because like I think San Antonio is pretty central to everything here, everything in Texas. It feels like we're the heart of the culture, so I feel like it should be kind of brought out a bit more here.
Other flag or symbol or something that still represents, hey, you know, we're gonna stand up for what's right. We're gonna do what we need to do to, you know, to achieve our goals. But if there is something like that, then that would probably be something to look at. So.
I feel like there's a lot of other things that San Antonio does really well that we could definitely like take from it.
I respect the decision, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't think that it is hurting anybody. There's bigger concerns in the world, in my opinion, that need to be addressed, and that is probably one of the, if not the last things of my personal concerns that need to be addressed. There's so many other things that we can be trying to help out, not only in our community, but throughout the world. So I think that is where our interest should lie, instead of sayings being removed or being added.
Thanks for watching. Click our logo to subscribe or click the videos for more from the Paisano. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts and what you'd like to see us cover next.